everybody. Hi, happy Wednesday. Hello, hello. I see one person on there. We're gonna wait a few minutes and let people join in. Hello. Oh good, the coffee started, Mom, that's good. Hi everybody. I can't see who's hopping on, but I do see the numbers on the rise, which is a good thing. Thank you so much for joining. We're gonna get started in just a couple minutes here. I'm just waiting for the coffee to brew behind me because I need that on in order to make the fancy coffee that we're gonna make today. And then we shall get started. I'm gonna lean forward here a little bit and see if I can see anybody. I see Carolyn. I see Sharon Brown, hello. I feel like that lady who used to see all the kids on that show many years ago, Into the Mirror, and I used to get so pissed off because she never saw Miranda. I don't recognize anyone else, but that's okay. Hello, 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 and welcome. I'm so glad that you guys have joined me tonight. Once again, I am coming to you from my mother's beautiful kitchen. My kitchen continues to be under renovation and probably will be until I retire. Hopefully not. I would like to get back into my kitchen, but thank you to my mom for letting me be here. I love, love, love working here in her kitchen. I just don't love having to lug everything over. But thank you, Mom, for having me.
You're welcome.
Oh, there she is in the background. I want to start off, this is a big week. This is actually a huge week. I have 6 parties going, and I had 7, but why am I happy? My 7 went to 6 because one of the hosts has decided to join my team.
Yay!
So, Erin McNeil, who's a former student of, not necessarily mine, but a former student of the school that I work at, has decided to join the team and become a consultant. So this is actually Erin's launch party. So we are all a part of Erin McNeil's Epicure launch party. So yay! So that's why I'm super excited that I lost a party, but that's because I gained a teammate, which is always, always, always a great thing. So Erin, mwah, thank you for joining. Thank you to your family and friends who are supporting you in your business, your husband. I know you guys had some chatting to do to decide if this was the right thing. I have a great feeling about it. So thank you for joining and thank you for trusting in me as we move forward. Okay, so I have 6 hosts. I have my mom, Lena. Thank you to all her family and friends for being here. Sam Edwards, which is a huge family friend of ours, a mentor to my daughter, a former teacher, a current coach. She's a fabulous, fabulous human being. Tracy Sullivan, who's a colleague at another high school. She is a fantastic human being. Jen Urosevic, who is a mama that I know through basketball, another amazing human being. Tony Montoro, who is a sort of a cousin of mine, distant down the family tree. Thank you so much, Tony, awesome human being. And then last but not least, my cousin Pat Spurgeon, amazing human being. So I have all these amazing human beings hosting parties this week. And so I want to start with the toast to them. I'd like to thank you all for hosting and helping me spread my business. But also I would like to send out a very big toast to Erin McNeil and her launch party. I wish you nothing but success. I hope your journey is exciting and successful as mine. So cheers to that. Okay, we are going to do things a little bit backwards today again. So what happens is when I start thinking about what I want to showcase, I have to keep in mind the cooking times because I don't want to be here for 4 hours. I could be, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to listen to me for that long. So I really have to think about how long everything needs to cook and what order I need to do things in. And so we're going to actually start with dessert. I'm okay with that. So what we're going to showcase, I had a really hard time deciding because I know Pat, my cousin Pat Spurgeon, loves the mud pie. And a lot of people have been saying that chocolate is their go-to dessert. So I was gonna do that, but I had done chocolate mud pie tarts a couple weeks ago. So I didn't really want to do that. Sorry, Pat. So what I decided to do is I'm going to do a pumpkin cake. A pumpkin spice cake. I don't know about you guys, but nothing screams fall more than pumpkin. And so I've opened it upside down because at the end I like to take a little video of the final products, and I find I often will chop off the information at the top. So I've learned to cut off the bottom. Erin McNeil, take note. Cut the bottom of the package, not the top, because you'll cut the name off and it never looks good online. Anyways, so we're gonna start with making this pumpkin loaf so that we can get it into the oven. I actually made this already at home and I microwaved it. It turned out good, really good, but I want to bake it this time. I did them in the mini loaves, and tonight we're going to actually do them in the silicone cake pan. All right, so we're going to get started with that and then get that in the oven, and then I can relax because that's the big thing that needs to cook for a while. And while that's cooking, then we can move on with the rest of the presentation. Okay, so here we go, friends. I hope you guys are all doing good. Thank you for joining me. It was a bit of a gloomy day, weird day actually. Sun, then rain, hot, cold. It was kind of everything. I had kind of a stressful day at work. That should be wine in my cup, but it's not. And that's okay, maybe after this show. I know that emoji, or I know that page. That's my friend Krista DeMerchant. Hi Chris, miss you, haven't talked to you in a while. Okay, so pumpkin spice, you can make these as a loaf, a muffin. Again, I'm gonna make this as a cake, and then we're gonna have some cream cheese icing on top. So we're going to pour the entire package into the bowl. Hey, Krista, you can't respond verbally, but Erin McNeil, not sure if that name sounds familiar, former student of Glenview, has just joined my team. Erin, that's Mrs. DeMerchant. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay, so there is the package. It's completely in there. It smells so good. It's kind of that pumpkin-y, cinnamon-y sort of taste. These come in a 2-pack. This would be considered one of our meal solutions, but the dessert version. Into that, we are going to put in 2 eggs. I'm the worst egg cracker known to man. Usually shell goes in, or I end up with it. Oh, that was pretty good actually. Look at me. I must be getting better at this. That 2 for 2, girls and boys. That's awesome. Okay, so 2 eggs. You're gonna put in half a cup of oil. This is just vegetable oil. You could choose to do whatever. I find sometimes if you're using olive oil in cooking, sometimes it's a funny taste. I don't know. I love olive oil in my like cooking, but not my baking. I think I said cooking twice. I meant baking. Olive oil and baking sometimes, I don't know, just doesn't taste right to me. And then this is a cup of pureed pumpkin. So just to recap, it's the full package of the cake or loaf muffin mix. It is 2 eggs. It is a half a cup of oil and a full cup of pumpkin puree. We are going to mix this bad boy together. Put it into that silicone pan, and then it's going to bake on in the oven at 350. It says for 50 minutes. I'm gonna put it in for 40 and then check it, because let's be honest, everybody's stoves, heating elements, whatever is different. Again, I microwaved it just to try it because I had my doubts. It was good, but it definitely wasn't as good as I think it's gonna turn out in the oven. Like, there weren't any left, so it wasn't like it was bad. That's not what I'm trying to say. It was good, but I don't know. There's something about baking something in the oven that gives that smell. I just prefer it baked, so we're gonna do that. So, quick mix in this bowl. This is our spatula. All of our products are food grade silicone. It's got like an inner steel and then the food grade silicone on the outside. It looks like any other one, but I'll be honest, this sucker gets every little piece out. And the nice part is, I don't know, it's just super easy. You're not wasting any food in the bowl. I mean, sometimes that's a good thing because you can go in with your fingers after and enjoy what's left, but I just don't like the waste. So anyways, you'll see when I scrape that out. So this is our silicone cake pan. All I have done is put some oil on there to sort of baste it. Do not use cooking sprays on any of our silicone. It eats away at the silicone and will actually void any type of warranty issues, concerns that you would have. Always baste it. Doesn't have to be our brush, but hey, why not? So all I've done is basically brushed on some oil so that the cake doesn't stick, okay? So we're gonna pour that into here. So you'll see there's a cake mix sort of all over that bowl. You'll see how clean it comes with this little jobby. I'm already sweating. Like I get so excited doing these things that I sweat profusely. Not on the food, I promise. But I just get myself going, and it's hot too. Mom's kitchen is awesome, but she's got these really nice, what are these called, Mom?
Light fixtures.
Light fixtures. Thanks, Lena. Like Captain Obvious. Like drop lights, not pot, I guess pot lights, but the hanging pot lights, and they're super, super hot. Light fixtures, she says. What a smarty pants. So look at that. That's pretty clean, right? Like it doesn't leave a lot in there, which I really love. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just flatten that into that silicone pan as best as we can, and without wasting any of the product. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna come a little closer. So there we go. There's the cake. I hope you guys can see that. It's hard to tell because all the comments are there, but there we go. Okay, so now we're going to pop that into the oven. Again, it's at 350, and it's gonna stay in there for 40 minutes. I'm gonna check it, and then if it needs more time, we'll put it in more. Actually, I'm gonna set the timer for 30 minutes. Let's be extra safe. So 30 minutes, that's going in. Excuse my back, and I'll be right back. Start. Okay, before I forget, the other thing I want to mention is any of our silicone products, so whether it's the multi-purpose steamer, whether it's like any of them, our reusable parchment paper here. So let me show you this. This is our sheet pan. It's like any other sheet pan. It says Epicure on there. The really cool thing about it are these purple baking sheets that go on top. These are like reusable parchment paper. They keep your pan super clean. So it goes into the oven. You pop this off. You might have to give this a little rinse, but they stay super shiny. This can go into the dishwasher. You can wash it in hot water, whatever. I love, love, love these. And then it also comes in a quarter size pan, which I'll show you once we get to another dish. These silicone products are safe in microwave. They're safe in the oven up to 425. You can hand wash them. They can also go into the dishwasher. Lower rack is absolutely fine. That's where I often put mine. So super, super versatile products. I love them. I love, love, love our silicone products. So let me get this out of the way, and then I'm going to come back with our next dish. Okay. Next, I know this is gonna seem really choppy tonight. You're gonna be like, what the heck is she making? So next we're gonna get some rice going. I wanna wash my hands because they're a little bit sticky. We're gonna get some rice going. Excuse me 1 second here. Okay, so this is one of the sides to go with the main entree, and we will get to that after I get the rice into the microwave. It just, again, it comes down to cooking times, and I want to make sure that I do, a decent job of not keeping you here an entire lifetime. So, this is thebomb.com. This is actually not thebomb.com. It is to me, and it will be to you, I promise. It's called the multi-purpose steamer. If I were ever to open a company whereby I were to make these, I would have called it thebomb.com. Seriously. I love these things. The multi-purpose steamer literally is so, so versatile. This is a 3-piece product. So it comes with the lid. It comes with 3 steam holes. Make sure that that goes away from you so that you don't burn yourself. That sounds like an obvious thing, but it's not if you're me. It comes with the tray, which we are going to not use for the rice, but we're going to use for the appetizer, okay? Actually, we are going to use it for the rice. Pardon me, we are. And then it comes with the actual container. Again, microwavable safe, oven safe to 425, and then you can throw it in the dishwasher or in hot water. I find if I've cooked something greasy like meats, bacon, things like that, it always comes out cleanest out of the dishwasher. I have done it in hot water, but I just find sometimes it's got a little bit of a, I don't know, like a grind to it. It just doesn't feel 100% clean. So at that point, I would definitely throw that sucker into the dishwasher. This is something that is available on its own. Most of my hosts will use their rewards to get one of these for free or half price. Right now in the fall catalog, which is really cool and we're having huge success with it, there's something called the Steamy Collection. And in that Steamy Collection, for $2 more than what this would cost you by itself, you get 3 meal solutions. So you'll get 3 packets of food that comes with it for an extra $2. So if you're looking to purchase thebomb.com, you're gonna find it as the multi-purpose steamer in the catalog. I would, for me, spend the extra $2 and get the collection, so you get 3 different meal solutions that you can try. We've actually already sold quite a few this week on the parties, so that's called the Steamy Collection. Okay, so it also comes with a little card that tells you sort of some cooking times as a guide, because it does so many different things. Corn on the cob, popcorn, rice, meat. We're gonna do some pita chips in a second. Like, it does all kinds of stuff. So what I have in here is 2 cups of dry rice. That's all that's in there, okay? 2 cups of dry rice. I'm gonna pour in 4 cups of water. Da-da-da-da. Tastes better if you ta-da-da-da while you're pouring it, just so you know. Then we're gonna throw in some vegetable broth. Our broths are super popular. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of broth. It looks like a lot, but because that rice, again, that 2 cups is going to expand, I just find the flavor is gonna be better with 2 tablespoons. Our broths are super popular. The sodium levels are insanely lower, flavorful beyond belief. There is a global shortage in miso, nutritional yeast, cane sugar. That's why some of our products aren't available right now. Having said that, 90% of the catalog is available, so let's focus on that. However, a lot of people are wanting the broths with us heading into, you know, a fall, cool, sort of soupy, stewy kind of season. The only one that's available is the vegetable one. It is super tasty. I know often people want the chicken or the beef, and I wish I could get that for you. Again, it's not an Epicure issue, it's global. Try the vegetable one. I am going through a lot of it right now because it's the only one available, and I'm not disappointed at all. So 2 cups of water. Somebody laughing at me?
Your sister thinks you look cute.
Thanks, Sabrina. I've had to adjust my little bow a couple times because I think my head's too big. But I want more of these because I don't know, I think I might wear them every week on this show. Thanks, sissy. I'm also wearing your tights. I can't get my leg up high enough, but my sister's selling Zaya, and I'm in one of her tights, and my bum feels, let me tell you, fantastic. And the compression, like they're almost up to here, but it holds me in so good. It's awesome. So shout out to Sabrina Zaya. So focus, Miranda. 2 cups of dry rice, 4 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of vegetable broth. Now we're gonna throw the tray on top of that liquid. It just kind of pushes it all down while we throw it into the microwave at 8 minutes, okay? And then at 8 minutes, I will pull that sucker out and we'll take a look. Excuse my back. Any questions on there, Mom?
No.
None?
No.
That must mean I'm being thorough.
It must.
Do you think? I don't know.
I think.
Maybe they're all laughing at me. All right, you guys, I'm gonna take a second here to have another drink. Cheers. Alrighty then. Next. I'm actually interested to see if any of Erin's friends or family are following this video, her launch party. If you are, if you're following Erin's launch party, can you give me some thumbs up so I can see you? So just some thumbs up if you're with Party Erin McNeil. I know she's got some sisters and a mom that's been following. I think there's been a couple aunts. Any thumbs out there? I don't see any. Erin, let me know if any come up, Mom. I'm putting my back.
Yeah, there's lots of
Is there
thumbs.
lots? See, I don't see them. Okay, welcome. I'm so excited that our Erin decided to join.
Yay.
And I cannot wait to be able to like see her in person and safely hug her and welcome her to the team. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna make some stuffed peppers. All I've done is clean them, right, and sort of hollowed them out. So we have 2 red and 2 yellow. These are actually, this rather, is our quarter sheet pan. So I showed you the sheet, the large sheet pan. This is the quarter sheet pan, so it's a little bit smaller. It comes in a 2-pack, this one. You do have to buy the silicone sheet separately as with the other one. Pardon me, but this one comes in a 2-pack. And again, reusable parchment paper, same idea. I love these things. Okay, so peppers are on here. They are hollowed out. What I have done is I followed the recipe ahead of time and made the chili, the Epicure chili. It is super good, super easy. I made it in under 15 minutes. I did that ahead of time because where Mom's stove is and where the video is, you're gonna constantly be looking at an empty screen. And let's be honest, these tights are so awesome, you're gonna wanna see me. Anyways, okay, so the chili. I made the chili ahead of time. What I thought we would do, and I'll tell you about what's in this chili. So I browned up some lean ground beef. It was a pound of ground beef. I added in, over medium heat, I browned it using, I know a lot of you have been asking about this jobby. This is our meat separator. This thing has, like, you can survive without it, I always say that, but I love this tool. It makes me not have to touch raw meat, and I'm A-okay with that. When you're making hamburgers, and I just don't like the feeling of it. This, when you're cooking in the pan today, I was able to sort of, break that meat apart as it was cooking. It is super helpful. It's good in, like, with cookie dough, anything that you don't want to have to, like, get your hands ooey gooey, this sucker will do it for you. So I cooked it in a pan, frying pan with sort of the meat separator. I then added the packet of cha-cha chili. I added a can of, not cubed, what am I trying to say here? Of diced tomatoes. Sorry, my brain kind of farted there. So a jar or a can of diced tomatoes, as well as a can of rinsed kidney beans. That's all that's in there. I cooked that thoroughly. It's still warm. It's in our 4-cup prep bowl, which is super cool. Comes with a silicone lid. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill these peppers with this chili, top it off with some chili flakes for a little extra kickaroony, put some shredded cheese on top, and then we're gonna bake them. And Sabrina, if you're still on here, I'm gonna bring you one of these for lunch tomorrow.
She is.
Is she still there? So tell her I'm bringing her lunch tomorrow.
She can hear you.
Okay, hello. My family will not eat these, weirdos. My son might, who's coming home next Wednesday to visit his mama. So I'm really excited about that. He's away at university. So we're stuffing these with this chili that's made ahead of time. My son loves chili, and I'll tell you, I can almost guarantee that this chili, he hasn't tried it yet. I guarantee that he'll be okay with this. If I were gonna serve it not in the peppers, what I would have done was added mushrooms. It doesn't call for mushrooms, but I love mushrooms in my chili, so I would have done that. But I didn't want to overpower these pretty little pepper boats here.
Your niece, Nyla,
Yeah?
would like leftovers.
Nyla, I'll send Nyla one too. Hi, baby girl. Nyla is my niece. Nyla is a triplet who's turning 11 on Saturday. She has 2 amazing brothers. I'll send you one, sweet girl. I love you, love you. So this is, what I'm gonna add on top is our chili flakes and garlic. It adds a little bit of a bite. I really like the garlic kick to it as well. It just gives it some good flavor. So we're gonna pop a little bit of that on. Maybe not too much if Nyla's having one. And then we're gonna put some shredded cheese on the top of these peppers. Like, they look good raw, guys, but they're gonna look better cooked. You could also add rice to this. I'm not going to. I thought we would leave the rice on the side, but you certainly could. Okay. So there we go. I'm gonna come a little closer so Mom, I gotta clean up.
That's okay.
That's what happens when you're live. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there we go. Okay, I threw it all over my mom's floor. You know, that's why Grandma needs a dog, Nyla. Okay, there we go. So, 4 peppers stuffed with the chili. Put a little bit of chili and chili flakes and garlic on top. Some shredded cheese. We're gonna pop those in the oven for the remaining time that's on the clock, which is about 17 minutes, and we'll see how that turns out. So excuse my back 1 second. Erin, just so you know, that kind of stuff happens all the time. Don't worry about it. Especially if it's your mom's kitchen. Ha ha. Excuse me 1 second here. Ooh, that cake looks good, Lena. Okay. So we have 1 more minute for that rice before we have to check the rice. How are we doing, everybody? I'm so glad you can't see the floor. Oh my goodness. There is cheese everywhere. That's okay. I'll clean it up after. How are we doing? How about you show me some hearts if you're okay out there. And if you're not, don't do anything. Don't go sending me the poop emoji. I see it. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna make some room here. All right. Moving right along, we're gonna get to the appetizer. So let's recap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see all those hearts. Thanks, guys. So we've got, just to recap where we're at, we've got cake in the oven. We have our peppers in the oven. I've got our rice in the microwave. I wanna get an appetizer going, but I have 20 seconds before that rice goes off. So I'm gonna wait until that goes off. We'll take a look at that, finish the dip.
And it smells amazing.
It does smell amazing in here. The floor does not, but it smells amazing. Excuse my back, I'm gonna grab that rice. The rice kind of smells like, I don't want to say chicken soup, but a bit of a chicken soup kind of smell. It smells really good. I want to check it here. Yeah, it's not done. It's going to need more time. So this is 8 minutes. I'm going to put it in for another 4. So that'll be 12 minutes. Sometimes the rice can take up to 15 in the microwave. I know at my house, 10 minutes and we're good to go, but it depends.
Beth is asking what dip. She missed it.
Oh, we haven't done the dip yet. She hasn't missed out. It's going to be a spinach dip, and that's coming next. I'm just going to pop this back in the microwave for 4 more minutes. So, rice going back in. It was 8 minutes already. 4 more minutes, and I will be right back. Clear. Where's your clear? Stop. Okay. I can't lie, that pumpkin cake is smelling really good. Okay, so Beth, right, Mom?
Yeah.
We're going on to the dip now. So what we're gonna make is a spinach dip that we are going to also crisp up some pita chips for. So this is the appetizer. See how backwards we are? We're working our way back. So in our 4-cup prep bowl, I wanna kind of give a shout out to this bowl. I like to talk about all our products just because I never really know what people are shopping for. I love our prep bowls because the measurements are right on the bowl. You can prep your food right in here. It comes with this silicone lid, so it seals things up pretty well. You can then refrigerate it in the same bowl that you've made it in. Take it out of the fridge when you're ready, and you can actually nuke it, bake it, whatever you want to do in the same bowl, eliminating dishes, and that's like super cool for me. The less dishes for me, the better. So what is in this 4-cup bowl is half a cube of cream cheese, so about 4 ounces. I have half a cup of mayonnaise. With our dips, you want real mayonnaise. Do not use the Miracle Whip. The sugar really throws the flavor. And then I have a cup of fresh spinach. You could use frozen. I had fresh. To me, fresh is always best. And I'm just gonna sort of break up that spinach. So again, that's half a package of cream cheese, which is about 4 ounces, half a cup of real mayonnaise, a cup of spinach. You could do less spinach if you wanted. And then what we're going to add is our spinach dip, okay? Our spinach dip is available on its own. And then I also brought it in our Greek kit. So we have some kits that are available based on flavors, and this is our Greek one. In the Greek one, they also come with recipe cards that I just failed to bring tonight. But in this one in particular, you get a full jar of the spinach, a full jar of the souvlaki, which is, oh my gosh, a full jar of the, lemon dilly, and then you get a full jar of the Greek dressing. So you could make like a Greek salad dressing if you wanted. You can make whatever. Don't feel like because a jar says dressing that it can only be a dressing. You can do whatever you want. Try what you want. I've used dressings as marinade. I've done dressings as seasonings. Like you don't have to do what the jar says. Try whatever you want, okay? So we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of this spinach dip or dip mix into that bowl, okay? Again, you can buy it singly, or if you are a Greek flavor loving person, I would suggest getting the Greek kit, which is gonna give you all of the flavors at a very good price for that collection. There's also a Mexican kit, and there's the Asian's out of stock right now because of the miso, as is the Thai. And then there's also an Italian one, which is not available. So a lot of them aren't, but the Greek one is, as is the Mexican, and the Mexican is like the guacamoles, the poco picante for the salsa, that sort of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna give this a good stir. Little tip is you wanna make sure that that cream cheese has been not warm, but at least enough that you can work with it, because you want to give this a very, very good stir. I'm already realizing that the spinach is sort of too chunky, so I'm just gonna chop it while I stir this. And then when this is done, I'm not gonna heat it tonight. Well, I don't know, we might. I don't know how hungry Mom is. We're only 2 people here tonight. I don't wanna waste it. But what I could do is refrigerate this in the bowl, take it out when we're ready. We have a couple birthday parties coming up this weekend.
Beth wants to know if you can use a mixer.
Of course.
And blend the cream cheese and mayo.
100%. You can use a mixer. I use my arm, but yes, you can use a mixer. That will not harm anything at all. The only thing I would tell you again would be the real mayonnaise. That's the only thing you cannot, I don't think you should like mess with, is the real mayonnaise, because if you use the Miracle Whip, it gets sweet. It just throws the flavor. So there is our spinach dip. What I would do on top of that is add some cheddar cheese, and then I would nuke it. I wouldn't bother baking it because, let's be honest, when you are gonna have a dip, I wanna dip fast. I don't wanna have to wait. So there is part of our appetizer, okay? Any more questions out there, Mom?
No.
Okay, if there's any questions, guys, post them. That's one of the benefits of being at my mom, one of many, of the benefits, because she can tell me your questions as we're moving along. So if you need me to recap anything, I go back home and I read, like I look at this and I'll answer any questions, but feel free to post them, and if I can answer them right now, I will. Excuse my back. Okay. We have 8 more minutes on the oven for the peppers and the cake. See, I did it again. You want to make sure that those holes are away from you. I do that so many times you think I'd learn. You can really burn yourself. This is just about done. Just about. I'm gonna play it safe, guys. I feel like the rice is done, but I want to play it safe. Nothing worse than crunchy rice. And I'm gonna put it in for 2 more minutes. There's still liquid in there, so I'm not concerned about it drying out. I'm gonna do 2 more minutes, so that's gonna take us to 14 minutes for that rice, but I think that after that we are a-okay to go. So, excuse my back one more time. I said 2 more minutes there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I want to do is, with the second steamer I have here, I own two Bomb.coms. I'm lucky that way, but I forgot one of them. So I'm borrowing my mom's. What I want to do is show you guys how to make pita chips in the steamer, which is so awesome. I mean, I feel like I say so awesome so often, but I mean it. So let me grab a knife here.
Oh,
Yeah.
a question. Why do you need that little base in the steamer?
Like the tray?
Yeah.
With the rice, is that the question?
Yeah.
So because I don't know for sure. I have made rice without the tray and it works fine. It takes a little bit longer. Then when I realized I wasn't following the instructions completely to how they were written, I then did the tray on top. I think what happens is it helps to keep the heat low to where your rice and your fluid is, and it just cooks faster. You can do it without the tray. You're not purchasing the tray separate though. It comes as part of this kit. But yeah, I think that that's what it is it just cooks faster.
Yeah.
So that just kind of, you know, pushes all that rice down and traps the heat in where that water and rice is. I was just gonna say something too. This is also where you would put your bacon. So on the parties that I'm having, the party pages, the bacon went right on top of this tray into the multi-purpose steamer, and then it goes in the microwave for 6 minutes. Done. Crispy, crispy, crispy. So I love it. Okay, so the pitas. These are just normal pitas, right? Little small ones. What I'm gonna do is cut these into triangles. I forgot my epicure knife. How dare I? All this beeping. Okay, so I've just cut it up into shapes. I'm going to place it on top of the tray in no particular way. Just placing it on top anyway. They can overlap a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. The tray goes into the steamer. The lid goes on. I want to reinforce that these are fresh, bendy. I'm going to take the rice out and I'm going to put these in for 2 minutes. Be right back. Holy beepy. Your microwave isn't very patient.
No.
Now, time cook. Start. All right, let's take a look at that rice. I just want to cut up this last pita so it's ready when those ones are done. And then what you would see is when you heat up that hot dip, you can use your pita chips in there to dip that into your hot dip. I have purchased pita chips at the grocery store, and they're like $4 or $5 for a small little amount. This package came with 10 tortilla pitas for I think $2. So you're making your own, you know there's no extra salt, you're steaming them, they're not fried, it's just a healthier version, and you'll see why when I pull it out and you see how crispy those are. I did it again, see it? Steamer. I'm so bad for those holes. Right now it's not too bad because I'm getting a nice little face steam. That was perfect timing. But the first time I did it and I didn't expect it, whoo, it was a hot one. Okay, so that rice is absolutely perfect. Not that you can see it, and my luck, if I bring it close, that's gonna join the shredded cheese on the floor. So, we'll give that a stir. It almost looks like a risotto. It looks really, really good. Well, again, what I will do, I'm not sure if you can see it from there, but what I'll do is, like at the end of every live demo, I do a little video and show you guys the food up close, so you can see the final product. So not to fret if you can't see that, I will do a final picture, but that rice is a-okay.
You could also season the pitas.
You could, yeah, you could season the pitas for sure. I've even seen some consultants do like a pita chip with some light butter and then they add brown sugar or cinnamon to them for like a sweet little taste, but yeah, absolutely. One last thing, I'm gonna wait on that because the pitas are about to come out and I wanna show you guys. The timing's going good so far. We're 20 minutes to 8. And I typically do about an hour, so we're okay here, guys. All right, so those chips are done. I'm just trying to not burn my hands. I don't know, oh, you guys can't even see me. Those are pita chips. Good to go, stiffened, steamed, delicious pita chips. You can actually hear them dropping on the dish there. So I'm gonna do the other one. My kids love these. I'll often make them and just leave them lying around because they'll throw peanut butter on them or dip them in hummus or whatever. So I'm gonna do the other one, 2 minutes. And then we have a good amount of pita chips done. Very, very affordable. No extra salt, which is good. Whoops. All right. I just peeked in on the peppers and they're looking good too. So, are there any TikTokers out there? Anybody following TikTok these days? I know if my niece is on here, she's gonna be like, yeah, I do. I seem to have gotten a little addicted to the good old TikTok over the quarantine. Good and bad, I think. The good is that I fell in love with this one girl who I think has really brought our everything bagel to a whole other level. So she's following a keto diet and everything she does is with bell peppers. So she does cream cheese on bell peppers and then adds the everything bagel as a seasoning. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that. It's amazing. So good. So good, in fact, that I have also now started to do it on other vegetables like cucumbers. And it's not even just cream cheese, but you can do it with goat cheese. And that's what we're gonna do tonight as another appy. So I've got some goat cheese here. Just gonna fill these green peppers and cucumbers here. And our everything bagel has just come back into stock. We're very lucky because it does consider, it's considered a nutritional yeast topper, and that is a part of the global shortage, but I guess we managed to get those back in stock, which is awesome. I don't think they're gonna last long, so if you're looking for an everything bagel, that's the bottle there. Add it to your list because once they're gone, I don't know when they're gonna be back. So all I'm doing here is putting some goat cheese. You could do cream cheese, you could do hummus, you could do like any kind of dip really. And then you sprinkle the everything bagel on top. And it's just like a, I don't know, like a healthy little quick grab. Gosh, it beeps forever, Mom. Her microwave is so annoying. Okay, relax. Okay. So all I've done is added that goat cheese on top of those veggies, and then our everything bagel seasoning, which you can see there. We're going to drizzle that on top, and it's such a good, just little snack. Like we had it by the pool this summer. I don't know, it's simple. Like there's nothing fancy about this. I'm not trying to pretend this is like some kind of fancy appetizer.
They're delicious.
But they're delicious, yes. I would have liked to have done some color, so it's still beeping and I stopped it. No, that's the oven now. The oven's got something to say. Anyways, I'll show you guys the finished product later, but I really like that. And because it's so popular, TikTok says so, it's back in stock. If you're looking for one, add it. I think they are, $11.50 Canadian, maybe $12.50. No, $11.50, I know that for sure. And I've been using mine a lot and I still have tons. That's the other thing, Epicure gives you full bottles. Oh, look at all that love. Thank you guys. Epicure fills the bottles. They're not cheap. It's not like you're gonna open it up and it be down here like a chip bag. This is like right to the brim. They do a very, very good job with their seasonings. Excuse me one sec. How are we doing? Are we okay out there? I hope so. We're getting there. Okay. Oh my Lanta. I think I'd take a sledgehammer to that thing. It doesn't shush. Okay, more pitas. We're good to go. So we've got tons of pitas for that hot spinach dip. That is done. I'm going to check the peppers and be right back. Excuse my back. Oh yeah, you guys. These peppers are looking good. Okay, and we're gonna check this cake real quick. I think the cake is done as well, guys. All right. Look at this timing. Okay, the only thing I haven't done is my special coffee. Okay, I forgot my Baileys though, so it's not gonna be that special. One sec. Okay, so what we did, all we did was it's a coffee. Mom, seriously, why is it beeping at me now? Oh my gosh. Timer off. Okay, next week we might go back to my house. I don't care what it looks like. That stove's annoying. Okay, so it's just normal coffee. Pour that in. I might regret this because it's a little late. I planned on starting the day with this, like the show, but I have recently purchased this chai latte. It's a 2-pack at Costco, and I add it to this coffee. Do you have ice cubes in the freezer, Mom?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it as a chilled coffee tonight. I'm gonna grab some ice cubes here.
I don't know if they're fully...
Yep, we're good.
Yeah?
Yep. Oh, I see what you mean, okay. Enough that I can grab a little bit though. So we're gonna put some ice cubes in there to chill that out. No, 2's good. And then, I was gonna add some Baileys, but I forgot my Baileys, and that's okay, maybe it wasn't meant to be. So in there is some coffee, and the chai latte. To make it a really special coffee, you could add some liquor. But I like whipped cream. So you add some whipped cream on that. And then we have some really cool toppers right now. We have the cinnamon, we have the apple pie, which is yummy. We have the pumpkin pie, which we're gonna put on top of the cake and the icing. And then we have our Cocoa Crunch, which acts as an antioxidant, and it's a very good source of omega-3s. So I'm gonna top that with our Cocoa Crunch. That looks so yummy. I look forward to our winter flyer that comes out because there'll be some, I think some wintry sort of, I don't want to say hot chocolate because I don't know for sure, but definitely some wintry drinks that'll, you know, make you think of being by the fire and things like that. So that's the fancy coffee that I had talked about earlier. Yesterday, I think it was International Coffee Day. So that's why I thought we would do that today. And then, okay, fingers crossed, y'all. Y'all, listen to me. So, our cake is done, okay? Our silicone, right? Our silicone is super awesome. It should not stick. I don't know if I've cooled it enough. I'm a little bit nervous here, I can't lie. But we're gonna go for this because, you know, I already threw cheese on the floor. So what else have I got to lose? If this doesn't work, then I don't know, try Pampered Chef. I'm kidding, it's gonna work. Okay, well, I love Pampered Chef, I really do. Okay, here we go, ready? We're gonna flip this over. Look at that.
Yay!
Look at that, right out of the oven. It smells absolutely yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm gonna let that cool a little bit, and then we're going to add.
I said it smells like Thanksgiving dinner.
It smells like Thanksgiving dinner. It does, actually. Cream cheese icing. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit, but the final video, it'll be done. So I'm gonna put some cream cheese icing on top of that cake. I'm gonna sprinkle some pumpkin pie on top of that, and that will be dessert. Look at that. That actually turned out really good. I'm quite excited about that. You guys, we did a full meal here. We're not doing too bad at all. With 10 minutes to spare. Like, look at us. Look at us. Okay, so the peppers are out. You haven't seen them yet, but you will. It's a little hot for me to bring over, but I'm gonna try. Hot. Woo. Okay, so there's the peppers. There they are there. They look really, really good. What I've actually put them on, this is new to Epicure, these little cooling racks. They come in a 2-pack. The nice thing about them is that you can do this. So they're a cooling rack, obviously, but you can also use them as a crisper. So if you get our quarter sheet pans and put that on top, you can actually bake that, like use that in the oven to again crisp up things, and the grease is going to fall through that onto your silicone, and then the silicone comes off, again reusable parchment, and easy peasy cleanup. So that's another option for those cooling racks. Really, really awesome. Okay, so here we go, you guys. The meal is pretty much together. Once I come off of here, I'm going to ice the cake. I will make this look a little bit better. Maybe clean up the shrapnel because there's a lot of it. And then I'll do a little video of the final products, okay? Post any questions, comments on there that you want. I want to thank you guys all for joining. A few little final remarks are this. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We need to keep ourselves safe, right? We need our immune systems to be as strong as possible. One of the things that my family is doing is upping our vitamins, our vitamin C's and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also trying very hard to add some super greens to my smoothies, to some of the foods that I'm baking with. Epicure has a super greens booster, and we also have a cocoa acai booster. And so this just adds extra, let me read it. Where is it? Extra antioxidants. It's an excellent source of fiber. The extra greens, obviously, you're going to get some extra vitamins into you. Naturally contains 40 milligrams of caffeine from green tea. So it's it's coming from green tea as opposed to other sources. Again, good source of fiber, antioxidants, maintenance of good health. So those are one of the things that Epicure offers in terms of just trying to boost those immune systems. Another thing, believe it or not, are our Cocoa Crunch and our summer berries. Summer berries out of stock right now because of the sugarcane shortage globally, but it is also an excellent option, and I used it as a topper on my coffee. Right on, right? But if you add that, it's just adding extra vitamins and nutrition to your meals. The steamer is a good way of cooking. Obviously, you're steaming in all those vitamins and minerals, those sorts of things. One more thing, I always give a shout out to our mac and cheese, not because it's ooey gooey delicious, but also because for every pack purchased, one is donated to a family in need in our area. I'm a child and youth worker full-time, and I know firsthand what hunger can do to a child's ability to focus. I could name off some families, I obviously won't, but I know families in our community who will benefit from this. So I get chills just talking about it. If you will kindly add one of these packages, you get a 3-pack for $10.50 to your order, I would certainly appreciate that. You're going to appreciate it because it's delicious, but also our families in need in our region will also appreciate that. So shout out to Epicure for doing that. I love that. One last thing. Finally, my host special came in. Any host in October has the ability to purchase this collection. I believe it's $16.50. You are getting the Perfect Petites, which has 48 little slots for little loaves and things of that nature. You are getting a pack, excuse me. You are getting a package of our caramel, our chocolate fudge, and our gluten-free brownies. That is the collection to everyone who hosts. One step further, if you host a party for me in October, your name will go in a draw, and one lucky winner will win this for free. So another little perk to hosting a party for me, on top of the fact that you will earn yourself free rewards, half-price items. Most of my hosts are earning somewhere between $100 and $200 in free product and discounted products. So it's sort of a win-win-win. If you book a party from a party, your host gets a half-price item. You're gonna earn free products. I get to talk about my business. If you are following Erin's party, her launch party, woo woo, and you book a party, Erin can offer you $40. She may not even know this yet, with a qualifying class. So if you book a party and you have a qualifying class, which is at least 4 buying guests and $250 in sales, super easy to do, then you get an extra $40 in free product, and that's because you're helping Erin build her business. Please, please, please help that girl get started and book a party with her. That would be super awesome. And anyone else who wants to book a party with me, I would love to do that for you. or join my team. Join me and Erin. I would love to have you guys join us. This is just awesome, awesome, awesome. I love doing this. I hope it shows, but I do super, super love doing this, and I so appreciate your support. Other than that, let's recap. So we start, I'm not gonna go in order of what we cooked. I'm gonna do it in the order that we would eat it. So we have our cucumbers and bell peppers with goat cheese and our everything bagel sprinkled on top. Delicious. We have our spinach dip that we would heat to a bubbly deliciousness. Our homemade pita chips that we made in the microwave. Listen to that. In 2 minutes, awesome. Then we would move on to our main meal, which is gonna be our bell pepper, which is stuffed with our cha-cha chili inside of there. It's got our chili flakes and garlic on top, as well as some shredded cheese. And then in our other steamer that I haven't put out here yet is gonna be a side of our vegetable broth rice as just a little grainy side. And then if we have room or we wait a little bit, let that settle and then have some dessert, we're gonna have our pumpkin cake, I guess, not pumpkin pie cake, with our icing. It's gonna look awesome when I'm done icing it, with our fancy coffee for dessert. Great company as well. Man, I wish I could have you guys over to taste all of this someday soon, hopefully. But virtual parties are absolutely awesome as well. So again, I want to thank all of my hosts. I wrote them down because there's so many of them. I want to thank my mom Lena for hosting her party. I want to thank Coach Sam for hosting hers, my good friend Tracy Sullivan, my good friend Jen Urosevic, my awesome family member Tony Monturo, and my awesome cousin Pat for hosting as well. And again, a huge shout out to Erin McNeil for joining our team and for having a launch party. Girl, reach out to me if you have any questions. I so am excited for you joining, and your family and friends, thank you for helping her get her party started, her business going. I'm so excited for her. So there we go, guys. In a few minutes, I will post a final picture of the demo, and we're good to go. The fall catalog is available if you don't want to host a party. I don't know why, but you can also put an order in nonetheless. You can reach it online at mirandameadus.epicure.com or leave a message here and I can get a catalog to you. There will be a winter flyer coming out a little bit later in October as we head into Christmas. Ooh, can't believe we're there already. Anyways, cheers to all of you, to all of my hosts. Oh, I was thirsty. You guys, thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate your time. I know it's a Wednesday night and it's getting late and you might have little ones to put to bed or a book that you want to read, or I don't know, maybe some funky things you need to do when you go to bed, whatever. Thank you for joining me. I so appreciate your time and your support and your business. From my kitchen, AKA Mama Lanucha's kitchen, thank you so much for joining my kitchen to yours. Thank you. Have a great night.